Forget everything you thought you knew about what lurks beneath the waves. For years, cage divers have been documenting unprecedented encounters with colossal marine creatures. But what if these aren't just unusually large sharks, but something far more ancient, something that should have been extinct for millions of years, now returning from the abyss? Here are some of the things captured in the ocean that shocked the whole world. Number 28. Explorers discover treasure from ancient shipwreck. This video was captured by a family of explorers in Florida who found a treasure worth $1 million. They found gold and other artifacts off the coast of Florida from a fleet of ships that sank 300 years ago. After years of hard work in gathering numerous clues, these hard-working explorers were able to find a 1715 shipwreck holding a fortune. If it were me, I definitely would not reveal such a discovery. Number 27. Lemur fossil graveyard found. It is believed to be one of the largest single collections of lemur remains ever found. In 2015, National Science Foundation-sponsored anthropologists and paleontologists uncovered a series of underwater caves in a remote desert region of Madagascar. The caves are described as a graveyard, which led to the discovery of hundreds of thousand-year-old skeletons, making it one of the most unique sites in the world. Divers navigating the submerged chambers described an eerie stillness, with bones scattered across the cave floors as if time itself had stopped. Many of the skeletons belong to extinct giant lemur species, some far larger than any lemur alive today, offering a rare glimpse into Madagascar's lost megafauna. The positioning of the remains suggests the animals may have fallen into the caves during periods of extreme drought, desperately searching for water. Each discovery added another piece to a long-missing chapter of the island's ecological and evolutionary history. Experts believe that this finding could help understand human relatives along with other animals, and it has resulted in a totally new era for underwater paleontology. Number 26. 500-year-old knight helmet. A video posted anonymously shows a helmet that looks pretty medieval. According to the source, it is as old as 500 years and belonged to a knight. Archaeologists were surprised to see it completely intact, aside from a little rust on the surface. This helmet was found by a diver while scanning the seafloor using a metal detector looking for treasure. Since the discovery was made quite recently, archaeologists are still studying it. Number 25. Pharaoh's chariots discovered. There is a lot of evidence that this discovery of ancient military remnants belonged to a pharaoh. It was found in the year 2000 during a survey of a remote submarine that was sent into the Nuevo Sea. Dozens of objects, including a slender table-like structure standing with a coral-encrusted base and a straight shaft with a circular top between what looks to be an axle, were found. Repeated dives in depths ranging from 18 meters to 60 meters deep over a stretch of almost 2.5 kilometers have shown that the chariot parts are scattered across the seabed. Archaeologists are still working on getting more answers and possibly finding more ancient artifacts. Number 24. Discovery of Red Sea brine pool. A brine pool is a water body under a sea separated by a layer. In 2020, researchers discovered these pools 1.1 miles beneath the surface during an expedition using a remote vehicle on the Red Sea coastline of Saudi Arabia. This underwater body does not support any type of life, as there is almost no oxygen and plenty of toxic chemicals such as hydrogen sulfide and methane. Number 23. Underwater icicle finger of death. Underwater icicles are a natural phenomenon where warm water starts freezing as sub-zero brine slowly sinks to the ocean floor. It is a downward-growing hollow tube of ice enclosing a plume of descending brine that is formed beneath developing sea ice. As seawater freezes in the polar ocean, salt brine concentrates are expelled from the sea ice, creating a downward flow of dense, extremely cold, and saline water. This clip was recorded using a special time-lapse camera that caught the formation of a brinicle on the ocean floor. The brinicle, or finger of death, freezes everything in its path. Number 22. New population of world's rarest fish. Divers discovered a new population of the world's rarest fish. Only 20 to 40 of the crawling fish were thought to exist until divers discovered a second population of the endangered fish species off the coast of Tasmania, Australia. These species typically reside in reef sand junctions where there is an abundance of sand and rocks. They measure an average standard length of 2.4 inches and an average total length of 3.2 inches. Since these fishes walk along the sea floor with their fins, it's more difficult for them to disperse. The species have been found in different habitats, which made the scientists think that they may be more adaptable than initially thought. Number 21. Sea monster caught on camera. A video captured by an anonymous source in 2019 shows a huge unknown creature that bumps into the recorder who happens to be surfing. This entity remains completely dipped into the water, and judging from the disturbance in the water, we definitely can say that this was something huge and possibly dangerous as well. At first, a tiny bulge can be seen, followed by a huge splash of water. Luckily, The recorder didn't trip and fall into the water because that would be the last thing that anyone in that situation would want. Number 20. Sharks that glow. Yes, they literally glow and they shine in the dark deep sea. These sharks are called cat sharks, who are a member of only a handful of creatures in the world that are bioluminescent. They live in depths of the ocean that have pitch darkness, and with the help of a chemical in their skin, it makes them glow. The glowing light is either blue or green, as these colors can be seen far in the dark water. The glowing helps these creatures to attract mates, lure prey, or confuse predators. These sharks are found 1,000 meters deep off the coast of New Zealand. Number 19. The underwater garden. A 2020 captured clip shows an underwater garden where a number of plants can be seen growing. With this project called Nemo's Garden, we can certainly say that growing plants underwater is possible. The project started in 2012, 100 meters off the coast of Nali, Italy. Divers tending the biospheres described the experience as surreal, drifting between transparent domes filled with greenery, while fish weave through the surrounding water. Inside the pods, humidity remains high and temperatures stay remarkably stable, creating ideal conditions that are difficult to achieve on land. The ocean itself acts as a natural insulator, protecting the plants from pests, storms, and sudden climate shifts. Over time, researchers noticed that some herbs grown underwater developed more intense flavors, possibly due to the unique stress-free environment. The project includes several pods and biospheres capable of holding around 22 plant pots each. These pods, that have a balloon-like shape, are pegged to the seafloor by 6-meter-long ropes. Inside these pods, a variety of food is being grown, including red cabbage, lettuce, beans, basil, and strawberries. It uses renewable energy from the sun and water obtained by desalting the seawater, making it self-sustainable. Now it's time for today's topic. In early 2025, cage divers off Gansby, South Africa, were filming routine great white activity when the ocean suddenly went silent. Then, rising beside the cage, a massive, scarred dorsal fin broke the surface, far taller and thicker than any recorded great white. Similar sightings followed within weeks near Guadalupe Island, Monterey Bay, and even the Azores, each captured by different crews who had never coordinated. Marine biologists noticed the same pattern: unusual body proportions, ancient-looking skin, and behavior that didn't match any known species. Some experts now fear these are relict apex predators, survivors from a forgotten evolutionary line. If this is true, what else has been moving unseen beneath our oceans, and are we only noticing them now? Number 18. New life discovered under Antarctica ice sheet. In 2021, researchers found new life under the ice shelf of Antarctica. The discovery was an accident. The British Antarctic Survey drilled 900 meters deep through the ice shelf and dropped a camera down the hole in search of mud on the seabed. To their surprise, it revealed a boulder ringed by animals. The footage appeared to show 16 sponges accompanied by 22 unidentified animals that could include barnacles. It is the first time that immobile lifelike creatures have been found beneath an Antarctic ice sheet. Number 17. The turtle graveyard of Sipadon. An ocean cave that turned into a chilling graveyard was first discovered by legendary ocean explorer Captain Jacques Cousteau in the 1980s. Located in Sabah, Malaysia, this cave turned into a turtle graveyard as these shelled mammals died entering the cave and were unable to find the exit. They never returned to the surface to breathe. The cave goes down in a bell-shaped descent tunnel and leads to the lower chamber. Following the left side of the cavern will bring you in front of a tunnel. This tunnel connects Turtle Cavern with Turtle Tomb, a small cave system that contains many turtle skeletons. It is about 18 meters deep and is one of the highlights of Sipadon Island. Number 16. Mysterious giant ocean blob discovered. Seems like there are one too many of these transparent creatures that we know of. This video was captured in 2015 by divers who discovered a mysterious giant ocean blob off the coast of Turkey. The divers were unable to identify the large spherical mass. Suspended in the water like a floating planet, the blob appeared gelatinous yet structured, gently rippling with the movement of the surrounding currents. Its sheer size was unsettling, dwarfing the divers and making it difficult to judge where it even began or ended. Footage showed light passing through its body in an eerie way, giving it an almost otherworldly glow beneath the surface. The divers later described the encounter as both beautiful and deeply unsettling, as if they had stumbled upon something never meant to be seen. Scientists think it may be one of the largest squid egg masses ever seen. These are rare to find as they are in the deepest depths of the ocean and hatch quite quickly. Another similar type of blob was recently discovered in San Miguel de Cozumel, Mexico, except this ghostly sea beast was recorded moving and capturing fish. Number 15. Elephant found miles out to sea. Although elephants are quite heavy, they are also known to be great swimmers. This clip was captured in 2017 of an elephant that was found stranded off the coast of Sri Lanka. This poor animal was spotted by a patrol boat while it was trying to keep its trunk above water. The Sri Lankan Navy was called in to help rescue the elephant, who was thought to have been caught in a current while moving between two islands. The Navy rescue teams used ropes to guide the elephant, and after several hours of effort, the elephant was rescued. Number 14. Ocean Atlas. Aside from just being a sculpture, the Ocean Atlas doubles as a navigational aid with a flag attached to the top poking above the water. Sculptor Jason DeCaires Taylor-designed Ocean Atlas, which is located off the western coastline of New Providence. It is a 60-ton, 18-foot-high sculpture which depicts a young girl carrying the weight of the ocean above her, which is a nod to the Greek myth about Atlas who held up the heavens. It is 5 meters below the waves, which means both snorkelers and scuba divers can admire this artwork. Number 13. Sunken World War II aircraft carrier. A video posted in 2016 shows a USS Independence shipwreck near the Farallon Islands off the coast of California. USS Independence was a United States light aircraft carrier. Launched during World War II, the carrier played a critical role in the Pacific theater, surviving intense combat and witnessing some of the most pivotal naval battles of the era. After the war, the ship was used in nuclear weapons testing during Operation Crossroads, exposing it to atomic blasts that forever altered its fate. Eventually deemed too radioactive to salvage, the vessel was deliberately sunk, turning it into an unintended underwater monument to both warfare and nuclear experimentation. Seeing the wreck today offers a haunting glimpse into a chapter of history shaped by technological ambition and global conflict. For a long time, human eyes didn't see the USS Independence shipwreck, which fought ferocious battles in the Pacific theater for 65 years. But now, thanks to the wonders of remotely operated vehicles, it is available to see. The ship went down after it was struck by 2 torpedoes on the hull. The wreck of the Independence is 790 meters under the sea in the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary off the Farallon Islands. Number 12. Ocean monster discovered. Could this be an alien or just something that makes things disappear in the Bermuda Triangle? A video posted by an unknown source shows a giant creature's body in the middle of an ocean. It looks to be stationary as a couple of helicopters can be seen circling around. Seems like the government or military doesn't want people to see or know this for some reason. If you know what this is or have some whereabouts of this monster, do share it with us in the comments. Number 11. Found tank underwater. The only explanation for a tank in water and in the middle of the ocean is that it fell overboard from a ship, perhaps. This clip was captured by using a GoPro camera on a fishing line, showing a tank on the ocean floor. It is mostly rusted and covered with coral reefs. No one knows or can explain how this tank ended up here or how long it has been there for. Number 10. Sir Ernest Shackleton's shipwreck. After years of searching, scientists found the wreckage of Sir Ernest Shackleton's ship Endurance that sank nearly 107 years ago. It was discovered on the 5th of March 2022 by the search team Endurance 22. It was the 3-masted barquentine in which Sir Ernest Shackleton and a crew of 27 men sailed for the Antarctic in the 1914 to 1917 Imperial Transantarctic Expedition, until it sank after getting trapped in pack ice. For more than a century, the Endurance rested in total darkness beneath shifting ice, preserved by the frigid waters like a time capsule from the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. When sonar first revealed its outline on the seafloor, researchers described the moment as both surreal and deeply emotional. Remarkably, the ship's name was still clearly visible on the stern, a haunting reminder of Shackleton's leadership and the crew's legendary survival against impossible odds. The discovery offered a rare physical connection to a story long considered one of the greatest feats of human endurance ever recorded. It was found in the Weddell Sea off the coast of Antarctica at a depth of 3,000 meters and surprisingly in remarkable condition. The wreck is designated as a protected historic site and monument under the Antarctic Treaty System. It is said to be the world's most challenging shipwreck search. Number 9. Diver finds 900-year-old knight sword. Oceans are full of relics of the past like this ancient sword, for instance. A video posted in 2021 shows a man holding a 900-year-old knight sword that was discovered by a diver off Israel's coast. This iron blade is 4 feet in length. It is believed to belong to a Crusader knight. Archaeologists plan to clean and X-ray the particle-encrusted weapon in hopes of learning more about it. They believe that there could be a decoration or engraving of some kind that could reveal information about the knight who held this sword. Number 8. Massive unidentified sea monster. A video posted in 2012 by an unknown source shows a huge unidentified sea monster that was found off of an oil rig. This creature had jellyfish-like body tissue but with a strange body structure. Experts believed it to be a Stygiomedusa gigantea jellyfish, the jellyfish that are rarely found. It has been previously captured by scientists off the Pacific coast of the US and by ROVs off Japan. Number 7. Transparent sea creature. This video, recorded in August 2022 by an unknown source, shows a transparent-looking sea creature that certainly looks to be very much alive. It has gooey body tissue with a spider-like head and multiple arms sticking out from around its head. If you happen to know the creature or have any information about it, do share it with us in the comments. Number 6. Wreck of German World War II ship found. This World War II ship's wreckage was found by a team of Polish divers in the Baltic Sea. The captured clip shows the remains of a German World War II steamer Karlsruhe, which was bombed by Soviet planes and sunk in 1945, along with hundreds on board. As the divers descended through the dark, cold water, the silhouette of the vessel slowly emerged, eerily preserved by the low oxygen conditions of the Baltic Sea. Inside the wreck, cargo holds and structural compartments remain largely intact, offering a frozen snapshot of the ship's final moments. What makes this discovery especially haunting is the realization that whatever the ship was carrying went down with it, sealed away for nearly 8 decades. This has reignited intense speculation that priceless artifacts, possibly even legendary treasures, could still be hidden within the wreck. Historians and archaeologists believe that it may help solve the decades-old mystery of the whereabouts of the Amber Room, an ornate chamber from a Tsarist palace in Russia that was looted by the Nazis. The ship wreckage rests at a depth of 290 feet under the sea. Number 5. New shipwreck discovery. A spectacular new shipwreckage was discovered during the Gulf of Mexico expedition in 2012. The video footage captured by a remotely operated vehicle revealed the remnants of a copper-sheathed sailing ship, likely from the early to mid-19th century, in the western Gulf of Mexico. The wood was mostly disintegrated, but the oxidized copper sheathing remained along with a variety of artifacts. Some of these include plates, glass bottles, guns, cannons, the ship's stove, navigational instruments, and anchors. This truly remarkable shipwreck was found at the depth of 1,330 meters, making it the deepest wreck under investigation in U.S. waters. Number 4. Ghost fish. Some would call it transparent, while others would call it an invisible or ghost fish. A video posted in 2020 shows a diver holding a fish that identifies as a type of salp. Up close, the creature looks less like an animal and more like a drifting piece of living glass, barely distinguishable from the surrounding water. The diver's hand seems to pass through light rather than flesh, adding to the eerie impression that the fish is almost not there at all. Viewers of the video were fascinated by how something so delicate could survive in the open ocean, exposed to currents and predators. The footage sparked renewed curiosity about how many other nearly invisible creatures might be floating unnoticed around us. These fishes are known to move by contracting, thereby pumping water through their gelatinous body, one of the most efficient examples of jet propulsion in the animal kingdom. The salp strains the pumped water through its internal feeding filters, feeding on phytoplankton. They are common in equatorial, temperate, and cold seas. There is little known about these, as scientists are still studying the species. Number 3. Giant black smoker hydrothermal vent. A clip was captured in 2015 where a team of EV Nautilus discovered a huge black smoker hydrothermal vent while exploring near the Galapagos Islands. It was more than 10 meters tall, billowing in a cloud of dark superheated fluid and teeming with strange life. Most of you might ask, what is a hydrothermal vent? Well, a hydrothermal vent is a fissure on the sea floor from which geothermally heated water discharges. They are commonly found near volcanically active places, where tectonic plates are moving apart at spreading centers, ocean basins, and hot spots. This giant vent was found at the depth of 2,400 meters, and the temperature of the undiluted vent fluid is 383 degrees Celsius. Number 2. Missing Japanese World War II submarine found. A massive Japanese World War II submarine that went missing in 1946 was found off the southwest coast of the Hawaiian island of Oahu. Researchers at the Hawaii Undersea Research Laboratory located the missing I-400 submarine 700 meters below sea level. It was one of the Imperial Japanese Navy's Santoku-class submarines, which were the largest submarines ever built before the age of nuclear-powered subs. These massive vessels were longer than a football field and were used as submarine aircraft carriers. The subs were capable of carrying up to 3 floatplane bombers underwater, but were designed to rise quickly to the surface, launch aircraft, and then dive underwater again before enemies could detect them. Number 1. Flying spaghetti creature. In 2015, A team of an oil and gas company spotted a creature while carrying out operations near an oil well 1,325 meters under the ocean surface off the coast of Angola. Before the creature could properly be identified, the clip went viral on the internet and was nicknamed as the Flying Spaghetti Monster. The footage showed long, flowing tendrils drifting gracefully through the darkness, illuminated only by the harsh lights of the industrial equipment. Viewers around the world speculated wildly, with some suggesting it was an undiscovered life form or even evidence of extraterrestrial biology. The strange way the organism appeared to hover and undulate made it seem almost alive in a way people were not accustomed to seeing from deep-sea creatures. For the crew on site, witnessing something so alien in an environment usually associated with metal, machinery, and drilling rigs was both unsettling and unforgettable. Deep-sea researchers identified it as a species of Bathyphysa conifera. It belongs to a group that includes corals and jellyfish, and it is rarely seen as it lives in remote deep water areas far from land. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.